welcome to the happy world of Avyakti Children Season 3, Day 22. So, again, today we have little angel, brother Max, and his family. So, special welcome to our little angel, Max. We are happy to have you here with Avyakti Parivar, and we are very excited to hear from you. Welcome.
Hello.
Om Shanti, my name is Maximus, and I'm happy to hear you be here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Wow. Happy to be here too. So your name is Matt or Max? I couldn't understand it.
Max.
Mac.
Max.
Okay, Mac. Great to see you.
Max, like Maximilian, Max.
Max. Okay, got it. Good on you, Max. So what do you got something to ask, and these are your parents with you?
This is my mother's sister, Jana, and this is my brother, Navi.
Okay. And where are you? What city are you in?
Huh?
What town? Where are you?
Toronto.
Toronto. Okay, fine. Okay, what's your question, Max?
I'm 8 years old. 8 years old, and my first question is, sometimes I have bad dreams at night. How should I talk to Baba to help me not have nightmares?
Nightmares. I think what you have to do is, first of all, you need to, what are the main things that you have what do you like about Baba? What do you like most about Baba? What do you like about your relationship with Baba?
Peaceful.
So you feel peaceful. What else?
Loving.
You know, what comes up in our dreams, and sometimes the dreams are full of some fearful scenes, is somehow connected with what we're going through during the day. So if you are able to, when you're awake, to talk about some nice things with Baba, to talk about some good things with Baba, then that will help you to if you're okay when you're awake, you'll probably be okay when you're asleep. So basically that's the rule, I think. So, try to make the most of the time that you're awake. Do the best that you can. And then you create a sort of, this is like you're planting seeds. And when you go to sleep, those seeds will come up as nice fruits rather than ugly fruits, ugly things, ugly scenes. So plant some nice scenes and you'll have some nice scenes in your sleep as well. Not sort of, if you have let's say you're afraid of something, and that being afraid, are you afraid of anything? What makes you feel afraid?
Most people are afraid of the dark, and I am too.
Okay, what's there in the dark, In fact, if you've got your eyes closed,
sometimes
everything's dark anyway, right? If you've got your eyes closed, you can't see anything anyway.
Sometimes my eyes play tricks on me.
Okay. Anyway, so there is really, really nothing to be afraid of. I remember a story, this story may be familiar to you. There was a painter who painted a picture of a tiger. and a very ferocious tiger, just as if the tiger was going to jump out of the picture that he was painting. It was so real. And he started to become afraid of the picture. He became afraid of the picture. And then he remembered, wait a minute, I am the one who painted the picture. So how come I be afraid of something I made? I made it, so how can I be afraid of it? So a lot of the things we become afraid of are like the tigers, that you're imagining things, you're trying to, you see something that's not there, it's not really there, it's just your thought. And so you become afraid of something that you yourself are creating. So just remember, I'm the boss, I'm creating my thoughts, not someone else. No one else is jumping into my head and creating my thoughts. I am doing it. So let me be the boss of my thoughts. How does that sound?
Thank you.
Now you can move to the second question.
Anything else? What about your parents? Have you got any questions?
I think Maxim still has another question.
Okay, Max, go for it.
I sometimes get really bothered by some souls at school. How can I ask Baba's help in this?
Okay. If you get a group of people together, everyone will be different, right? And then you say, okay, who's the best one here? You can't really say if someone is better than someone else. What you can say is this one is different, and this one is different, and that one is different. Everyone's different. So you can't change what people are, basically. You can only change your thinking and your reaction. So look at them. The best thing you can do is one of Baba's main teachings. You are a soul. Everyone else is a soul. Everyone else has a part to play. I have my part to play. I can't control other people's parts. I can only control my part. So enjoy the variety. Some people have, in a play or in a movie, there are all types of actors, some are like heroes, some are villains, some are, noisy, some are quiet, some are very angry like, and some are very loving, all types of personalities. So, but it's a film, right? So just think that everyone at school, it's like the film set. You have the plays, everyone has their position, they all have their lines, they all have what they have to say. Have you ever been in a play at school? In the theater at school?
No, but there is a gymnasium at school, and there's a day with the gym.
The talent show, maybe?
Yeah, the talent show.
I'd say you got a talent show. Some are good, some are bad, right? Some sing really well, some sing really bad. Yeah? So everyone, all different. And so the best way to get along with others, just to respect the differences and try to, celebrate things that you have in common. That's the best way to do it. Okay? Nice to see you, Max.
Another question.
I have one last question.
One last question. Okay.
How can I increase my focus and concentration?
Yeah, they used to describe meditation in the old days like this. The mind is sometimes like a monkey, jumping around, okay? That sort of mind is not useful, especially for meditation. Then they have the mind which is like a donkey, very stubborn. You want to do something you can't, or you want to stop something you can't because you are stubborn. You are like a donkey. You're trying to move a donkey, it doesn't move. So sometimes the mind is like a donkey, right? Third type of mind is like a butterfly, jumping, flitting around from that thing to that thing, from that, very superficial on the surface. The best type of mind, actually, there are two good types of mind, and this is what we have to train for. The mind looks like a crane. You know, crane, that bird that stands on one leg and doesn't move, completely still. I don't know if you have it in Canada. Do you have cranes there?
Yes, herons, right?
Yeah,
Blue herons.
Have you seen a crane?
yeah, a crane.
Just stands on one leg and is completely still.
Yeah,
Now,
it doesn't move
that's a good mind.
for months.
And the
No,
fifth
it-
type of mind, which is a good one, actually, they've got three types of mind which are not good. They're not useful for concentration. But you've got two which are very good. One is the crane, very still, very focused. And the fifth type is the lotus flower. You know, the flower sort of floating above all of the things. It's just beautiful and serene and above everything. So we can be aware of all of these different things. I don't want to be a monkey. I don't want to be a donkey. I don't want to be a butterfly. I want to be a crane or a lotus flower. What do you think?
You can try.
And I have an easier thing for you, Max, and this is for your mom and dad. Get him an archery kit, and he will turn out to be the best archer like Arjuna. So you
yeah.
will be able to master concentration and focus, Max, if you practice with that archery kit. So mom and
That's a
dad,
good
will you
one.
get him that for Christmas?
Okay, thank you for the idea.
Hi, Max.
Good to see you.
That was wonderful, Brother Ken. So maybe Sister can ask a question now. Is that okay, Sister Gayatri? We can ask a question still?
Absolutely. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, Brother Ken, it's so lovely to meet you. Thank you for having us.
Okay, great.
I have a question. Before we came into knowledge, our home, we have pets. And these pets now are quite elderly as we're in knowledge, and they have various illnesses and prescribed diets and etc. to manage the illnesses. And I just had a question, because we're not able to move them out of the house. In order to have this journey, what do we need to think about and do to be able to live with pets in the home on it?
Well, I have to be honest, I've never had that experience. I don't know what it's like, even before Gyan. But I recognize the fact that these animals are so close to the family, they're like family members in a way. So you have to be loving and compassionate to them. You can't just put them out on the street or, abandon them in a home. But I mean, you have to be loving and compassionate towards them. I guess you have to give them the space that you've awarded them in your lives. You have to give them the space that you think that they need. I know it's a bit difficult if they've been living in the house and sleeping on the bed or under the bed or whatever. That's a little bit difficult. But I mean, if you create a sort of a space for them, maybe you already have the space for them, then that's their little place. Give them what you think they need. And I don't know. I'm not the one to ask about pets. I don't have that experience, but I imagine that you have to be like compassion. The reason why we are vegetarians is because we are compassionate towards animals. So keep that compassion and keep that sort of loving, in the golden age, we'll be sort of interacting, I'm sure, with the different species. Maybe we won't have pets in the palace, but we'll have certainly peacocks wandering around the garden and all sorts of lovely animals, just part of the whole thing. So maybe it's training to have the best relationship with animals. And maybe that's why you have the pets, to get the best relationship possible with animals.
We made a decision when we came into knowledge that, and before that, that they wouldn't be anywhere near our rooms or our Bubba's room or our kitchen. So we keep our kitchen free from them, and they stay in other parts of the house. I was just wondering, if there were other things we could do to further enhance the purity.
I think it's a good topic to maybe the people that are listening in who have some pets, maybe they figured out how to do it, because when you came to Bubba, you didn't throw your pets out into the street. That wouldn't be right. But maybe there are some people online who have worked out the best way to deal with this. I'm not the right person.
Thank you, Brother Ken. Now it's my turn to ask a question, if I may.
Okay, sure.
So, see, even though we now have the awareness of ourselves as being souls, but you
Yeah.
can see we are from different parts of the world. This is the mixed race family in our logic bodies,
Indians,
and
New
Canada,
Brunswick.
and we're trying to have this journey together. But we have completely different experiences of, how the knowledge came into our lives, and we have different understandings depending on our upbringings, devotional path from before,
Sure.
and the scars we have. So what's the best way to grow together as a Brahmin family and as trustees for Baba in this situation?
I don't know. Let's say there are probably 3 columns. What you think is unique and you give preference towards, what she thinks is unique and what you give preference towards, maybe a 4th column, what Max thinks that he is unique and that he gives preference towards, because each of us will have favorite things in the knowledge, favorite concepts, favorite ideas, favorite, for example, I love the cycle. Maybe someone else will love yoga, someone else may love the virtues or whatever. So work out what you think is unique for you, but also work out the 4th column will be what you think you all understand, that you all hold as common as a basis. Be interesting discussion to work out the different columns, what I believe is unique and great for me, what Max believes is unique and great for him, what she believes is great and unique for her, and what all of you think is great. So then you got some things to work from. And it's good, because if you, for example, you think that the cycle is great, she thinks that the knowledge of the soul is great, what's the connection between the cycle and the knowledge of the soul? So you've got something to talk about. And maybe some bridge the gap somehow. You can take any 3 concepts from the Morley even and ask yourself, what's the relationship between these 3 points? And that makes for a great family discussion. I think it's, if you can start to have that sort of conversation as a family, it will really strengthen the vibration of the household. Okay?
That's beautiful, Kenmai. Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Om Shanti.
Okay, Om Shanti. Take care. Love
Om
to you
Shanti.
all.
Thank you very much.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Love to you all.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much, little angel, and to your family, the parents. It was a wonderful chit chat, and special thank you to Brother Ken for coming to Avyakti Parivar and sharing and doing chit chat with us.